What's good with it in the hood with it? Welcome back to the collective clips where you already know we're about to toss. Let me see you toss it up. All right, Pac. We're gonna toss around. You already know what it is. Let's get to the intro. Welcome back to the collective clips. And if you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, go ahead and do that, man. Put the notification bell on all. So that way you're directing in the direction of the dope content that I stay kicking, right? And I stay kicking it well. I'm very humbled. I appreciate the support. Are you guys ready for part 3? A las tres. Soul Gang. You guys ready for part 3? Tommy Gunn's like, I up the pole and I up the mic and it's Soul Gang. Navata's like, I wish I had a norteño as a pet. I would call him a chimpanzee. Right? Let's get to part 3, man. Wifey gets Hyphy. Yes, she got Hyphy with the cane. Now, when I put her on her back, right, with the car, it was unintentional. No matter what I think, sometimes I have nightmares. No, bitch, get out of my way. Get out of my way. It wasn't like I hit her with the front or the back of the car. How the hell you get hit with the side of the car? You know what I mean? Whose fault is that? Anyways, no shenanigans, no charges. I'm good. We take it to the Palladium. I'm in Modesto. Let's backtrack a little bit so we can go forward, right? That's what you do. Go back so you can go forward. And we're at the point where I'm spotted, right? I spotted them, actually. They didn't spot me. One spotted me. I spotted the other one, right? So I'm looking at the wifey. She's with the dude getting her los buki on. And I'm like, okay, all right. Okay, I see the way you twirl that cane. I ain't even gonna lie, I was a little bit aroused, right? The way she was twirling that cane, she was in that motherfucker like, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. And I was like, okay, she can get, hey, I ain't never seen a thick chick with a cane get her boogie on. Well, she broke the mold on that one. Meanwhile, in the meantime, in between time, all the fine chicks are walking in a group surrounding my pregnant ass girlfriend, right? And I'm not gonna lie, I'm all in love and I'm furious. Furious. You're pregnant at a club? How dare you? I didn't think you did these types of things, right? It is what it is. So as these girls see each other, here comes wife hobbling. She's the hobbler, right? She hobbles over there and they start to argue, right? Now, the girl that I'm with, she's not the arguing type. Remember, she's a dispatcher, right? She'll just shy of her ass arrested, right? She's a type, she was a cop caller, right? She'll be like, hey, bitch, I know I got nice tetas. You're going to jail, right? So that's how she was. Wifey was nothing like that. Wifey grew up in Poros. She grew up on the res. She was a straight norteña, right? She was with the business. And so weaponry wasn't out of the realm. And it wasn't this day, right? So as she goes to swing this cane and she's aiming right at my girl's stomach. Bitch, are you kidding me? Right? I stop. That's your stepchild in that motherfucker. And it really was like that because I was still married. So literally, technically, that was her stepchild. Don't do that. That's ours and our kid. What are you doing? I'm on my Adam shit here. Only that's not 2 guys and a girl. It's 2 girls and a guy. And the winner is, right? That's my baby. You were going to be included in the naming of that child, right? So she's like, let go of that thing. And I'm like, and I kind of push it back and she flails and falls back. And the paisa she's with looks up like, hey. And I look at him like, what's up? That's my wife, right? But don't tell anyone because this other chick don't know, right? And so that motherfucker kind of backs up like, and Rick is whooping. Everyone's like, what's up? Anyways, my girl's all crying. You're going to let her hit me with the can? Bitch, did you see me stop it? Did you see me stop the can? I hate when chicks do that. I can't believe you were going to let her hit me. I should have, right? What do you mean? Why all of a sudden I'm the bad guy. What are you doing in the club? What are you doing in the club? You were here first. I was, but that don't defeat the fucking purpose of what I got going on here. What are you doing in here, right? So anyways, get your ass in the car, right? The other one's I'm like, hey, is your back hurt? See you later, back cracker. We're gone. Oh, no, send that bitch to get the ring dinger. And as we leave, and I feel bad because she was looking good, right? And that's how much of a fucking asshole I was at that point in time. I was like, damn, maybe I should at least helped her up. But then I look at my chick's nipples and then I'm like, maybe not. So anyways, we go home and out after a night of passionate making up, right? She tells me, damn, why does that girl act like that? Your ex is tripping. She acts like she's your wife or something. Dope. I'm like, nah, you know how chicks be, man. You know, hey, when you put it on them, you put it on them. What do you mean? See, I'm saying that for fucking philosophical purposes. Anyways, everything goes good for a month or two. We end up getting our own place, right? She's starting to grow and show. She's getting bigger, man. I'm still going out parlaying on the late night in the cuts, you know. Hey, I would try. I was one of those dudes. I'd be like, damn, man. I didn't elaborate the whole plan. Look, I'm gonna give you guys some knowledge you can't get in college right now. My boy we'd be at work, right? Me and my boy Fabian. That was my boy, right? He'd be like, hey, folks, shit, we about to go kick it with some badass bitches tonight, folks. Right? And I'm like, what do they look like? Bad. Yeah, describe bad. Not Michael Jackson bad. Like bad to the bone. Yeah, I don't like bone. Me either. I don't even listen to Bone Thugs and Harmony. Fuck that. But you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, how many are there going to be there? A gang of them, a whole gaggle. I'm like, oh, shit, I love the word gaggle, right? Especially when they're the one gaggling. So let me figure out how I'm going to do it. He was like, I don't know if you're going to be able to escape, folks. I said, shit, I watch how I do this. I'll call like, man, I ain't feeling good. And these fucking people, man, she'd be like, no, don't worry, babe. It's all good. I'll be like, nah, but they got me working overtime. I have to do a double shift tonight. For reals? And you don't even feel good? Make her feel sorry for me. That's the way to do it, right? Yeah, man, my stomach hurts, man. I think it's that rice you made. What'd you put in it? Tomato sauce? See, right there. You fucking up, right? You know, I like bato sauce. You know what I mean? I like the duck. And I like the fuck. Right? How about this? How about I come home for lunchtime, give you a good thrashing that might help my stomach, and then I'll come back and then work the double. All right, baby, whatever you want to do. And the winner is. Meanwhile, you got Wifey on the bubbler. She's looking. She's looking. Now, back in them days, we didn't have Facebook. We didn't have YouTube. We didn't have Instagram. We didn't have TikTok. We didn't have X, Twitter, none of that. You know what we had? We had Moco Space, and then MySpace came. Remember Moco Space? Like a booger space? We had that. I had one. We all had one, right? Like, do you remember you used to play oldies and shit? Tell me that you love me. And you used to think you're all cool as shit, flicking it up with the homies. Well, I had one of those. She's all up. She's damn near fucking graping my Moco Space. She's all up on that motherfucker. Stalking, right? Well, somewhere in the meantime, in between time of her looking at my Moco Space, she comes into contact with the worst person she can come in contact, which a chick that I boned back in the days. But I like to keep that one kind of under wraps because she grew bigger than I expected. But fuck it. It was cool until she hit me in the head with an iron. That's another story, right? But she ends up getting a hold of one of my homegirls. And it's my homeboy Angel's old lady. And we used to call her linebacker. We called her the linebacker because whatever party, right? She was a track. She was more like Daryl from The Walking Dead. That bitch could track anything. If the wind blew, oh, they're over there on 9th Street. She already knew. Let's get wait up. They're on Orange Childs for sure. At the taco truck. Gunners drinking her Schlitz, right? She knew everything. She was telepathic. She always showed up to the spots and she would ruin the festival. She would ruin the shenanigans. She would come in and just rush the homie. Get down. She was a bigger chick with a big back, right? I remember the homies be on her back like, hey, she's like a fucking pit bull mixed with a rhino. She was all that. Well, guess what? Wifey done hooked up with her. Wifey done got a hold of her. Do you know where he's at? Do you know what he's doing? She's like, last I heard, he had some chick pregnant, right? She's like, oh, I already know. But yeah, I could tell you where they be at. They be hanging out. He's probably hanging out tonight. Wait up. Yep, for sure he is. I'm like, oh, shit, right? So I was. So that night, we were chilling with the homeboy Fabe, a whole bunch of other homeboys, gang of chicks, right? And the homeboy had like a manufactured home way out in the cuts, right? So we're all out there. I'm thinking I'm safe. Phone off. I had the little chocolate. Remember the chocolate phone? Gone, right? When that motherfucker kicking it, northern out the game. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, shit, it's the cops. No, it isn't. I see the cane, right? I'm like, oh, shit, it's my wife. And I've been waiting to have a good conversation with her. I just didn't like to have it over the phone because for some reason I was one of those type of guys that couldn't take the ridicule over the phone. I wanted it face to face, right? Because I could, just by the way I look all sad and shit, I could convince her. So anyways, man, I didn't see the linebacker. Next, you know, boom, but as soon as we went to open the door, she kicked that motherfucking, where's Angel? I said, man, Angel ain't even here. Shit, I about to got deported a long time ago. I about to was working at a call center. You know, every time the fat chick calls, he just hangs up. You know what I mean? Like, he don't want no issues. She was like, oh, is that where he's at? I'm like, you're telepathic. You know where he's at. Oh, I know exactly what call center he works at. I'm just saying, though, that motherfucker be creepy. He's the type to look, your man's not cheating on you, right? I boned you. What about that? That was before we were together. And not according to him, but he gave me a pass. So anyway, she comes in. I can't believe you got another girl pregnant. I'm going to go to her house. I'm going to let her know. And she was stalking me, right? So I went outside. I'm like, hey, what's wrong? keep your chin up. You know how you hit him with the chin up? Keep your chin up. Everything's going to be all right. On Paru, everything's going to be all right. Why are you so upset? You think we could ever be together again after what happened? She was like, you ran me over. Exactly. You think I could ever sleep at night with knives in the house, knowing that I broke your back and that, when I told you when we first got together that I was going to break your back, I didn't mean it literally, right? And there were several occasions that I hit and twist, and I thought that at some point in time your back was fallopian tubing, right? Because the fallopian tube was hanging out and laying on your back. You know how it was. She was like, yeah, that was cool back then. I said, yeah. She was like, we should kick it. I said, but I got a pregnant girl at home and you want me to kick it with my wife. What kind of sense does that make? Hey, all right, homies, we'll see. All right. We're going to be gone, right? So I ain't even gonna lie. I went to the same apartment. It was creepy. She still lived in the same apartment, right? I could see the pole bent from where the door hit it as I'm pulling up, and she's mean mugging me looking at the pole. She gets off, and I have to help her off. She's with a cane and shit. She's hobbling. I'm about to retwist her back. Remix, right? No diddy, right? So we get to her pad. I call it her pad now, but it's really my pad, still under my name. We walk in that motherfucker, and immediately my mind ain't on the tetas. My mind's on, oh, wait up, I can get my shit, right? There's a few little things I left behind. Like, damn, I didn't even know I had this, right? Had some money in the cuts. I was like, what? $50? So I'm getting my shit. So we end up in the room, and what happens? It definitely happens. It happens, right? Meanwhile, my girl's calling me, and I'm getting some of that honey love, right? I'm in the mix. I'm like R. Kelly before he was bad, right? Keep it on the down low. And then she tells me, so are you coming home? I messed up. Should never did that, right? Coming home? No, I'm going home. What do you mean coming home? You're not coming home? I said, I'm going home, right? She was like, yeah, like here. I said, oh, here's not home no more. Love don't live here anymore. Just a big chorra and a moist place to set it, right? I said, no, I gotta go. I got the girl pregnant. She's crying, please don't leave me. No, you don't understand. I'm gonna kill you. I'm like, whoa. I'm going with it. Like, oh shit, she's gonna kill me. It's all talk, right? Until it isn't. So anyways, I'm like, I gotta go, man. I'm sorry, man. It was good and shit. Wasn't great. I think the whole breaking of the back thing kind of fucked it up. But I mean, you'll get better, right? You fucking asshole. She's scratching my face. I'm like, no scratches. What am I going to tell the homeboys? Fuck it. I'll just say a pipe hit me at work. And it's starting to get to crunch time. Like my chick's blowing me up. Like I should have been double shift, should have ended triple shift ago, right? So I get home. She's like, where were you? Why do you smell like that? I said, like sweat? Because I was working. Nah, it ain't like that. It smells like sweat and like fucking, you smell like laundry detergent, right? I was like, for real? Do I smell like Tide or like, do I smell like the Arm & Hammer shit? It's cheap shit. You must have been around a cheap bitch. It smells like Arm & Hammer. I'm like, okay, well, yeah. She's not really cheap. She just sometimes, she was actually expensive. That's why I'm glad that her back got broke. Anyway, so bam. I got to perform again. I got to make up, right? To break up. So I'm in that motherfucker kissing on her. Man, what are we going to name the baby? She's like, what baby? I said, my baby. Shh. I don't know if it's even yours. What? Right? So I'm over there like, my emotions have been messed with all night. And it's not my fault. I'm a good man. These chicks are messing with my emotions. One of them conning me to get into her bed, talking about come home. The other one, you should have been home, trying to kick me out of the bed. Like I'm emotional at this point. So anyways, as time moves on, it seems like the wifey is out the way. She ends up going, she's a church girl. She turns all churched out. How do I know? I was all up on her Moco space too. That's my wife. I have every right to do it, right? So I'm looking through Moco space, like, okay. Oh, look at this dude. She with a suck ass motherfucker. Right? Hey, it doesn't matter. Hey, you cannot even be in love with the girl anymore, not want nothing to do with her. But every time she gets with a dude, he has to be a sucker. Right? And that's it. So I'm like, look at this old suck ass dude. Oh, he thinks he's bad because he's wearing a tie at church. Motherfucker, I used to be at that same church. So let's get see that chick that's in the picture in the background. Mom on, right? So anyways, I'm a little jealous, but at the same time, I understand time has to move on. So anyways, now I'm with my new chick, right? And what had happened was we're chilling at her pad. We're eating tacos. Hey, damn. She was a paisa chick. She was a paisita. She was from Apaxican, Michoacan. Man, I love her, right? Love her to this day. Rest in peace. But she is making taco after taco. And my homeboy Fabian's right there. He's like, hey, folks, because we were at work. And I was like, hey, bro, we should go kick it at my chick's parents' house. He's like, why, folks? I don't want to kick it around a whole bunch of paisas. I'm like, no, let's go kick it over there, bro. It's all good. I was like, they're gonna get down. They're gonna make tacos de fucking tacos de chivo, right? They're gonna make goat birria. And he was like, man, say less, bro. I'll be there. So he pulls up in his caddy. We're sitting in the front. Now we're all up in Winton. Let me explain the dynamics in the geographic area of Winton. Soul gang. There, I explained it, right? We're all flamed up eating tacos in the front yard like we own some shit. So okay, we don't give a fuck. No gun, no knife, just these and a long dick. What's up, right? I got something to strangle you with and beat you with at the same time. And hopefully I feel the vibration, like Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. So as we're kicking it, she's bringing out all kinds of fucking tacos, just boom, overloading our place. We're just grubbing. Her mom's cool. Her sister's fine too. It's like a lovely atmosphere. And an Impala passes by and it's this dude, Max Flores. He's from A-Town, right? He's one of the founders of A-Town. He's my primo's homeboy. And he had a 63 Impala. It was like teal green. He has the Mexican flag hanging, you know what I'm saying? Soul gang flag hanging, LA Dodgers and shit. Never even been to a game, but he has it. And I see him pass by and he sees my girl and he's like, what's up? Now, everybody wanted my girl at that time. She was bad, but she's all pregnant and shit. And still, he's like, I'm like, this motherfucker got the audacity. So I stood up. He wasn't no sucker, man. This is the type of dude that'll dome you and then go get domed from your old lady, which what is it he was trying to do, right? In real life. So he's like, hey, what's up, girl? She was like, oh, what's up? And I said, well, what's up? Right? The fuck you mean what's up? You gonna disrespect me in front of my homeboy? Homie's like, damn, these tacos are good. Hey, they're good, fam. Right? He's eating. And dude's like, hey, what's up? What's up, little Leonard? That's what he used to call me, right? I said, what's up, bro? He's like, where's your primo at? It's at his pad. He's like, oh, man, oh, you guys are together now? Ah, shit. Look at you trying to get in where you fit in. He wasn't tripping off the north-south shit with me because I grew up around him my whole life. He was my primo's like one of his best friends, him and his brother Sal. And if anyone knows about that area, they know. So I'm like, hey, yeah, fuck it, what's up? So he's like, all right, I see you, bro. I see. Don't get caught slipping, right? He's not talking about gang related. He's talking about my old lady. You know what I'm saying? So how can you do that to a pregnant woman? Motherfucker, aren't you the one that broke your wife's back? Shh. So he leaves. So I'm all upset. Like, hey, how are you going to disrespect me by telling him what's up? She was like, man, I've known him since we were kids. He ain't tripping. Like, I said, yeah, well, I am. Get your ass over here. Let me talk to you. Make me another taco and put guacamole on it because I'm pissed, right? So she's like, sorry, right? So she's cooking everything. So she was cool, but her dad, straight super paisa. He's kicking back. He rocks. Mijo, vente para acá. What's up, dad? Right? I'm already calling him dad. What's up, papa? Right? He's like, ¿por qué you argue with my daughter? Right? I said, she's telling other guys hi. No, it's good. No, it's good. Tell hi. No, you want to know no is good? Look over there. I see a big old shotgun. That no is good for you too. You want it? If you want it, you can have it. You want it? I said, no, hell no, I don't want it. Okay, well, you know what I wanted? Well, I wanted you and your friend to stop eating too many tacos. That's what I wanted. And no drinking mi cerveza. Your friend, 3 beers already. You know what I wanted? I said, what do you want? I wanted you to go to Food for Less and buy a 24-pack. That's what I wanted. Right? I'm like, oh, shit. So he's over there checking me. He's more concerned with the beer than his daughter, but I get it. He's a paisita, and he's just like kicking back with a bonfire in the middle of summer, eating tacos and drinking beer. That's what they do, right? Deport that. Fuck. Come on now. He was an OG. ICE couldn't catch him. He'd be like, no. They'd be like, hey, we want to see your ID. You know what I wanted? I wanted to fuck your mother. That's what I wanted. You know, it's just different. So anyways, we go home. The homeboy jams. And it was a few days later. The homeboy, we had just got paid. It was a Friday. I remember too. And my boy comes up with this crazy ass scheme and idea, right? He's like, hey, bro, we should go to Reno tonight, folks. That's what he always said, folks. We should go to Reno tonight, man, and go play some craps. And I'm like, hell yeah. I'm always down for the casino, right? So I call my old lady. She's at home doing a whole lot of nothing. She had already quit her dispatcher job, and she was working on her real estate agency shit, right? Because she was pregnant. She couldn't be doing the dispatching. And plus, that's a whole nother story. I don't really want to get into it right now, what happened, the reason why, because that's some old cop shit. But it is what it is. Anyways, I call her like, hey, babe, be ready when we get off work. Bam, we're going to go there. I'm going to shower. We're going to jam to Reno. She's down, like whatever. I said, we're going to ride with the homie in his caddy. Let's go. We do. We walk in. Silver Legacy, 5 minutes. I bet my whole paycheck on roulette. Boom. I bet red. It comes up black. Bam. Should have been a Southerner. I'm out, right? I'm broke. I gave $50 to my old lady before I put all the money in, and we need that for gas. That's the type of day that I had. 5 fucking minutes. So anyways, I remember, and I've told that story before. We get back to the pad, and someone keeps calling and hanging up. We had just got a house phone. Nowadays, people don't have house phones, but we had just got one. To the left, to the left. Oh, shit, right? I already know that's code for wifey's back on my scent. I thought she had an old man. So I go right back to Moco space. And sure enough, I'm heartbroken. He left me. Where's my husband at? Oh, wait. So now it's about 2 weeks later. And everything's going good with me and my wifey. I mean, me and my girl. Wifey's out the way. Wifey done met like some gang members. She's writing them in prison. She's happy, right? And what happens is this. This is where it all gets crazy. This is where girlfriend goes nuts. And wifey gets a little too hyphy and puts her on her pockets. So what had happened was we're at my tia's house. The same tia and Theo that were there when I broke a girl's back. Like I called, and he picked me up. And we're barbecuing, and my Theo Joe's there. OG Theo Joe, right? Who can't keep his fucking mouth shut for the life of him. He don't know no better. I forgive him, right? It took a minute, though. I was pissed. So we're kicking back, and I was like, hey, this is my girl. He's kissing her hand. Hey, what's up? That's how you look. Hey, you look, what's that word? The word I can never say. I said, beautiful. Yeah, you look beautiful, right? And she's like, oh, yeah, thank you. And I said, this is my Theo Joe. And she's like, oh, he's funny. And he was. He's the type of dude, he's a lovable character, right? Hey, can I get us you over here real quick? Hey, trip out. Hey, can you tell? I'm like, what? Can you see anything besides blood dripping down your nose? Yeah, it's because I had to hit myself between the eyes because my shit's popped. Can you tell though? Everything's deflated, so I inflated. I'm like, yeah, I could tell. Here, use a fucking go in Thea's and get a Kotex so you could just slap right there and fucking soak it. So he was that type of dude. So we're kicking back, we're having fun, everyone's barbecuing, and it wasn't too many people there. It was just family, right? And then all of a sudden, my uncle's looking at me, right? And he's rocking. Why do all Mexicans rock, right? He's rocking and shit. And then he goes, hey, girl. So how does it feel being pregnant by a married man? And she goes, we're not married yet, right? Because we had been talking about marriage. She's talking about it. I'm like, every time she talked about it, I try to laugh. And he's like, how does it feel being pregnant by a married man? Like, mijo, what about your wife? Is she tripping on it? She's trying to put two and two together, but the bitch can't fucking spell four, right? And I'm looking, I'm like, shut up. Oh, Norte gang, shut up, right? And he's like, oh, he ain't told you? You fucking meal, you're a player. Yeah, he's married, eh? And she was like, what do you mean married? I said, okay. And my tia drops her fork, ding. The whole, they were bumping, let's groove tonight. Right in the middle of groove. Everyone stopped grooving, right? Don't disturb this groove, right? I'm like Prince, I need to get up better. I'm like Cholo One, you go, what are you talking about, right? I'm not married. Let me talk to you over here by the bathroom, right? She's crying. I can't believe you're playing me like this. I'm pregnant. You're married. I said, yeah, but I don't love her though. It's marriage only on wax, right? It's like not really for reals. Like, did you guys get married like in a church like I wanted? Hell no, we went to the courthouse. You think that bitch deserves a church? Come on, I would never church her up. Straight up, puro Catholic. I would never church her up, right? She's like, I can't believe you're putting me through this. I ain't putting you through nothing. How do you think I feel? I'm married and got a girl pregnant. Think about my feelings. I'm upset. I got high blood pressure. So I'm going to have diabetes in the future. Watch, right? I blame it on her. She was too sweet. Too sweet. So anyways, we worked through that. But now she wants to call the wife. They want to do a collabo on your boy, right? So I'm at work and I call her. Usually I would call her around lunchtime because sometimes she would pack me at lunch, like surprise pack, bomb. Or sometimes I just go and she'd make me like hot food right there. Like she did. Look it. If you ever get a chance in your lifetime to be with a chick, a paisa chick, I recommend it. They take care of their man, period. Clothes were always washed. House was clean. Food was hot and ready. Sizzling. Bacon. Sizzling, right? It was always good. Lemonade was lemonading. That cool, refreshing drink. Fruit punching was punching like a motherfucker, right? Iced tea was icing. Beer was beering. Pussy was flowing. It was all good. Down for whatever. But don't make her mad. Don't make a Mexicana mad whatsoever. So she gets to the shenanigans of calling my wife and demanding that my wife file for divorce because I'm an idiot and I don't know how to, and she'll do it if she has to for me. And the wife's like, fuck you, bitch. You don't understand. He's going to come back to me one day. I'll never divorce him, right? Which is a lie because when I was in Jamestown prison, she filed, right? And so, and then I signed immediately. And that'll lead to part 4 later. But anyway, so as we're doing it, my chick is like, well, whatever. What do you want to do? And she's like, bitch, you're 9 months pregnant now, man. Wait till you have the baby and then come see me, right? She's like, I'll go see you right now. Meanwhile, I'm at work. So I call at lunchtime. Hey, what's up, baby? You got me something hot on the stove for me? Yeah, first things first, man. Let me hear you rub it. Like, let me rub the phone against it, right? She's like, fuck you. I hate you. What in God's green earth is this? Deport her. Deport her. What is she talking about, right? Pull up to the pad real quick. I tell the homie, I told my boss, he was the homeboy. I'll be back, eh? Right? Let me go check this chick. The wind's blowing. My antennas are going. Let me go. I pin my ears back like a pug and get there. I walk in that house. Shit's tore up. She's mad. Ain't no fried eggs, but there's eggs everywhere. I'm like, oh, hell no, nah, right? I'm hungry than a motherfucker too. I guess Taco Bell it is, right? Or Jack in the Box. And she's like, I hate it. You're married. I'm going to go beat her up. I'm going to beat her up this weekend. Me and my sister, we're going to jump her. I said, okay, whatever. Look, don't let your mind dwell on bullshit. She talks that shit. She's just a shit talker. That's good. Little did she know that I had talked to her the day before and I was trying to hook it up on Friday and reminisce a little bit, right? So I was like, no, you don't understand. Leave her alone, man. Hey, out of sight, out of mind. You are not going over there this weekend. I am. So look, I ain't gonna lie, man. Wife's like, whatever. She has a couple homegirls. These chicks meet at a park and chunk them. And my chick was pregnant at the time. And wifey didn't care. And by the time I found out, my chick had bruises on her ass from getting put on her pockets. She made sure she didn't hit her in the stomach, though. I know, because when I was getting a mamon, she was giving me a mean one, too. She's like, I promise I didn't try to hit your baby. I said, what should we name it? A thump. Right? So anyways, it gets real greasy because my girlfriend was not playing them games. She had to come back swinging. And with that being said, let me tell you this, right? We get home. Or I get home, she's crying. I went to go fight, and that bitch could swing, right? I'm like, man. She was like, but I'm calling my sister right now, and we got some for her. And that's when part 4 will kick in. You're going to see exactly what she has for her. It went crazy. With that being said, I hope you guys are enjoying these. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Hyphy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive, struggle, and strive for what I truly believe in, and that's the betterment of all people. If you thought it's good up to this point, wait till you see part 4. Norte gang.